These are the assessment blueprints for the 2016-2017 school year, and we're just going to briefly go over the basics. This is the testing structure for English Language Arts. As you can see, subpart 1, the writing passage, is 85 minutes. Subparts 2 and 3 are both 50 minutes, and subpart 4 is 45 minutes. You can see the breakdown of what will be asked of the students for each of these passages. The writing task is broken into 4 reporting categories. Each of these categories are worth 4 points. You can see the reading carries the bulk of the load, 29 to 49 number of the score points, with a big focus on reading literature, reading informational text, and vocabulary. And of course, writing conventions contains a very small point system. A summary of the breakdown that we just looked at, and you can see a third of the test is the writing portion, whereas 2/3 or more of the test will be composed of the subparts 2, 3, and 4. This is the guidance for the argumentative writing. You can see the passages to be used and also a description of the instructional tasks. For instance, it tells us that for argument, the prompt asks students to develop one or more claims about the passages and organize reasons and evidence and there to support the claims. So it's a useful tool in teaching the argumentative writing style in 6th grade. It's akin to the first slide with the informational and explanatory writing style to cover with the students as well. And to write it all off is the narrative writing style, and you can see here what kind of passages will be used and what the students will be asked to do. This is the math testing structure. You can see subpart 1 has no calculator and it lasts for 40 minutes, while subparts 2 and 3 will have a calculator. Part 1 being 30 minutes and subpart 3 being 55 because of the 2 integrated items. For math, as you can see, the 2 bulk areas, number relationships and expressions and equations, really start to look at not only computation but also algebraic thinking, and it's good to take a look at these to leverage what we're teaching so that we hit the greatest masses with the greatest amount of information to prepare for the test. If you have any questions about the calculator policy, please just let me know, and we will do our best to address those and to check any calculators that you have to make sure that they are within the protocol. Science structure hasn't changed a lot since last year. Subpart 1 will be 48 minutes with 35 questions, and subpart 2 is 47 minutes with 34 questions. If you remember, we sent out those PowerPoints last year that had all the questions broken down from the previous 4 years of tests, and those will be great to use for test prep, but also formative assessments throughout the year. This is a summary of the 5 reporting categories. As you can see, the largest percentage of the test will be 1/3 will be devoted to the universe, and then you have another large portion that is energy, forces, and nature. So those will be 2 great SPI frameworks to look up underneath the reporting categories to make sure that we're teaching all of those standards within those 2 blocks.